Is it working again? I think it is. It just like stopped working randomly and then gave up completely. Usually if it loses connection, it at least tries to reconnect a few times. Try to like reestablish the stream, but it just kind of did not even try. But it should be working again. If you are watching the VOD, then this stream has become two streams because the last one decided to break completely, so I had to restart everything. But we are continuing the same, dying to the blue lizard and sign construct. I've done some practice runs, and now I'm going to do some attempts based on whichever strategy I thought was the best. Took a time using Twitch, took way too long to re-sign in. Well, YouTube should be working again if you want to move back over to that. But you can hang out on Twitch too. Yeah, I think everything seems to be working, unless YouTube died again. YouTube seems fine. Streaming is great. I like when it works really well. Exactly the way that I expect it to work. I can reset the chat too. But you also know, the streams work very differently, Twitch and YouTube for some reason. So if YouTube doesn't work or Twitch doesn't work, you can switch to the other one, see if that works fine too. One helpful reason to have two streams, although if you on two tabs, you can do that if you want. Actually, I don't do that, even if you want to. It's not a good idea. So yeah, let's get back into doing this run. As for the different strategies, I think doing the pipe yard, going through pipe yard was just a mistake. Going through garbage waste, that also just seems like a mistake. Like that's another huge region to get through. But also, there's no like getting sidetracked to get any extra echoes. You just grab the two at the beginning and then you keep going. So maybe I will try that actually. Yeah, let's do another quick practice run. I know I said I was gonna start doing real attempts now. You heard me say that. Let's go through garbage wastes. See if that strategy has any value. Main benefit is that I don't have to go out of my way to get another echo. I think at this point it is better to just stay in the shelter normally. Ten seconds to remember the acronyms. I still don't know them very well. And other speedrunners like to use them, so they'll say like, oh, I have this new route where it goes from, and then they post like 10 different like acronyms all in a chain, and I'm like, I have no idea what this means. I can usually figure it out eventually, but I can't understand it like at a glance. Be careful there. Yeah, and the main problem is that the acronyms, the abbreviations don't even line up with the actual names. like HI for industrial complex. Like, I know that there's like other like names for them that but like I can't like memorize it. Like 3 names for every region because there's also a different name for Saint, right? Like, what is it for industrial? Like, I just forgot. Icy Monument? Is that what it is? Let me remember 3 names for every single region in the game. Plus abbreviation. Linear farms. I'm doing a very funny speedrun right now. There is a blue lizard that always messes up my Saint speedruns. One particular blue lizard in Sonic Construct. I've called that lizard the Troll Lizard. So this run is to see how fast I can get to that lizard and die to it. So like a troll percent. Also, I forgot to get food. Okay. But actually, I do enjoy the speedrun. I mean, I guess we'll see how if it's any different when there's creatures involved. But like any way that I can find to play a character that's like enjoyable to run, do speedruns of, without actually doing the story percent run. You know? And I actually don't like. I don't want to dislike the Saint story percent run. Whoops, fell too far there. I feel like maybe I just got kind of unlucky with that run though. Like any one of those attempts that I did, if I think this didn't die to this one creature here, or this one creature didn't show up, you know, maybe I would have gotten a good run for that. But I don't really feel particularly motivated to do more runs with that. So keep this time loss in mind, because what I'm really looking for right now is to see if the garbage waste route is any good. So take off like a minute off this timer, or however long it took to go get those routes. MS Paint. How to seeing both chats work? I have a second monitor where I have the chats popped out. Like you can do this right now on the YouTube chat, like on the top right. Pop out chat, and it'll have it in a different window. And basically just have this window stretched out to fill the whole screen vertically. But it's not very wide, so I can have both the YouTube and Twitch chats popped out right next to each other on the second monitor. What happened to YouTube stream? It's back up now if you want to move to that. It just didn't, I don't know what happened. It seemed like it lost connection with OBS and it did not even try to reconnect. Like YouTube was saying no data, OBS was saying 0 bitrate. So I just had to restart everything pretty much. I actually only got the second monitor somewhat recently. So for the first like month or two of streaming, I just used my phone. I had both of the chats open on my phone. I looked down, had it just on the table. That was fun. It would not work now. There's too many of you guys talking to the chat. They could only hold like 3 messages on screen at once. The music already stops playing. I don't know the best way to get to garbage waste from here. I'm just gonna assume that it's this way. Whoa, that was fast. Calm down, Saint. Taser is still here. Hanging out. It's been a long time since I've gone to garbage waste as Saint. Maybe it's a mistake to go down there. Now in a real run, this is quite the distance to travel in one cycle. Because I came here from Sky Islands. And also, since creatures would get in the way, maybe it's worth trying to find a place to shelter. But also, you know, I could just make it all the way to the end. And that might be where the majority of the time save is. That's a shelter. Not paying attention. But also, like, remember last run, I actually was able to get through, like, all of, like, Pipe Yard. Like, that was quite a long cycle that I was able to still make it to the end. Also, I have no idea what the best route through garbage waste is. Should I doing my shots that kept on dying? For what? Specifically, for Saint? And also, I need to remember how to get through garbage waste. Okay. So go sideways here. Sideways. Moving around quickly on Skylands, where that's an area where, you know, every time I do a speedrun, it starts in Skylands. So every single time I do a run and I restart a run. Hold up, is this right? I'm already doubting this route. But for like every single attempt that I do, I'm starting in Skylands and doing that entire place. So I have a lot of practice on it. Yeah, I tried to do something fancy there, just did not work. But also, Saint is a character whose movement I've been interested in. Came from well, actually, from way before the release of Downpour. I thought Saint's movement was very interesting. So basically, from the moment I was able to play Saint, I was trying to improve my movement the whole time. Finding out like ways to move around faster. Same with Rivulet. Ooh, it's Scavenger Troll. I hope that there's some pearls on the way here. Okay, please stop. It's funny being able to throw explosive spears like that. This is very intense. Should be able to make it through here just by swinging. I think I can go this way. I would have been able to make it, but I kind of messed up at some point. Yeah, I can do that. Trip run. Yeah, but I might as well just restart. Going to Construct? Yeah. That's the whole point of this run. This might actually be a lot faster. It's only 14 minutes. Well, I guess that was kind of the pace for last one. But also, this might be closer to the Lizard. Oh, is there another Scavenger Troll? Bottom path coverage is my better ceiling. Pearl. Ow. I guess that makes sense. You want ceilings for Saints. I always kind of just automatically assume that you want to take like top path in areas like Garbage Wastes. Ooh, Spitter Spider. They're too cold to do anything. But also, this is very late in the cycle. Maybe it's so late that the scavengers won't be here. Or no, this doesn't look like a scavenger troll actually. There's just lanterns everywhere. Oh, this definitely does. And there's scavengers here. Hope you guys don't mind. I've just passed by real quick. Somehow that worked. Although I don't think I can rely on that. That's a lizard I just ran past. Okay, map time. This area is very confusing. Where is this? Okay, I see where this is now. One cycle of Frigid Coast Echo without freezing. I have a lantern on my stomach, and I move fast. I don't know, I don't think it's that close. Okay, I think I see where I'm supposed to go. Still only 15 minutes. Almost 16 though. And there may be Brother Longlegs in this area. Where does this go? Where else does it go? Is this the right way? Yeah, it is the right way. There's an unlock up there. Oh yeah, that's a problem. That's another problem. Goodness. Sure they're not still mad at me. If they eat that, I can just run through. Just kidding. I can get caught by that. You could ignore that. And then from here, I think that guy's about to throw something at me. Okay, well, I'm having doubts about this run now. I would need a lot of pearls. There's like 2 scavenger tolls to get past, plus the Brother Longlegs in that area. The other route through Shaded or Sonic Construct was not really that bad at all. Like, there were barely any creatures in the way. Although, like, well, there's still a decent amount of rooms until I get to the lizard from there. Unless maybe Garbage Wasters is faster. Because, right, there's the entire, like, bottom route of the region. Which I could take instead. I guess I could just, like, yeah, there's a bunch of pearls down in that other area. I could just, like, hold on to 2 of those. I don't really need to carry anything else. Grab a firecracker. Yeah, just bring that the entire way. You know what? I feel like the Garbage Waste route is probably the most promising. Because there was a lot of things that were pretty slow. Okay. Let's do some real attempts. That's not Saint. And actually, remember, there was time saved there, right? I forgot to eat food before the chimney echo. How did I do that? I like canceled the actually, I think that much just might be a platform that you can't grapple onto, so it released automatically. I have to turn off wall pounces. Apparently, I might have heard this recently. There's like a cooldown on pipe boosts. So say you're in a tunnel and you do a tunnel boost to enter the pipe, then when you exit it, you are on cooldown, so you aren't able to like boost out of it, right? That might be why it feels like it's impossible to get some pipe boosts, because you're just used to doing a pipe boost to enter it from the room before. Although I don't know if that's entirely true or not, or if I heard it correctly. So just remember to grab the blue fruit in the next few rooms. That was a weird jump. How'd I do a roll punch there? Of course, I still mess up regular slide pounces all the time. So being able to stay in the shelter immediately saves a lot of time. It's funny that I'm actually doing a real attempt immediately, even though I had no idea where to go in garbage wastes. Slash Sonic Construct when entering from garbage wastes. Might want to look at the map a lot more before I get the garbage waste again. I did not want to do a pull hop there. Thank you. Trust scam making a profitable business. That was a strawberry lizard. That's a vulture. What? Hanging out? Goodbye. Oh, okay. Problem shows up and solves itself. Okay, not very great movement right here. Now, I do have to go through industrial, which is not a great region. Actually, never mind. I take that back. Garbage waste, or industrial is fine. Shouldn't be that bad. That was not great. That's a red lizard, though. Goodness. I need to be moving. Never mind, they got that lantern mouth. Singular. Wow, a rock really released me? That never happens. Like, you could throw a spear into one of those guys and they won't drop you. Yep, there's a whole lot of these guys. That's just a bad fly. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do last time. Except for whatever happened there. Picking up a spear like I'm gonna use it on this lizard. Hey, garbage wastes. How do I do this fast? If you just take the normal route, but then go up to the scavenger merchant and then down, a little bit of a DH you have to do. But then the rest of those rooms should be faster. With the ceiling, right? Also, even though you can't see the time remaining in a cycle for Sage, I think that the cycles still do have randomized length. So maybe I might get unlucky with like the length of some of these cycles. I won't be able to make it. Some of these cycles, I mean, just this one cycle, that's what I'm referring to. There's the problem. I will say, the sound design for the mirror switchers, very good. Goodness. They definitely sound just as awful as they really are. That's dropper. Not a very smart dropper. It's cool this area kind of looks a bit like undergrowth as you get closer to the gate. Just got leeched. Something is about to die. Or is that just water? Or they just want to take the spear. Of course I don't actually reach the ceiling there. I actually got hit by that. I missed the ceiling. I'd like to move faster than this, please. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. Yeah, that's cool. That pearl totally baited me. I'm surprised I managed to get past that centipede, though. One goofy song. That's just Rainbow. Pretty much as I thought that your average waste would be bad. The amount of creatures down there. I did not know there was a spitter spider though. Although I kind of messed up those rooms by not just like playing across the ceiling the whole time. Like I did go down to grab that pearl, but I could have grabbed one from the early room if there wasn't a red centipede there. Oh yeah, that's actually, I feel like that's a really common place to start expeditions. In the room where it's like, there's a popcorn plant. The shelter that's outside. I don't know if it looks like that. It's a handful of shelters that I just feel like are way more common in expeditions. Like the one at the start of Chimney, close to the industrial gate. Like that shelter is super common for expeditions. Never spawned anywhere else in outskirts. Maybe there's only a handful of shelters that can be selected for an expedition. That was a mistake. That wasn't. Also, I forgot to eat food again. I absolutely know what I'm doing in this category. I spent all that time trying to get past this gap, only to have to go back. Or Shaded. Isn't there one place in Shaded, like that shelter that's close to all the kelp? Close like to the water section that connects to memory crypts. I think that's usually where you start in Shaded expeditions. Also, welcome to the stream. Plus, anyone else who may be watching but isn't typing in the chat. Not a fan of that lizard. Goodbye. I didn't mean it like that. No vulture here this time. The problem with Rivulet in Expeditions is that there's a perk that just makes you Rivulet. No matter what slow kit you're playing. The high agility. So you can play like Hunter for the back spear and higher stats and high agility, and now you are just Rivulet but better. You can do that for every character. Like other than their mobility, there's like not many interesting. Like Rivulet doesn't have great stats outside of their mobility, so you might as well pick another character for their better base stats and a unique ability. Although I guess they have a unique campaign in the world state they're in. If you kind of want to play something close to Saint's campaign, but you don't want to not be able to use the spear. Well, Saint can use the spear in Expeditions, but just not very well. Please don't. Oh, thank you for being in the way. That was a joke. Can't even use perks. Alright, then, yeah. Definitely makes sense to play Rivulet then. I love when, like, all the oranges just in a room react at the same time. This guy just gonna be in the way. Just, like, drop down, man. Yeah, I'm right here. Oh, they're busy. I guess I should expect a red lizard to be here. There was one last time. Totally bug free. You know, Rainroll, it's got a lot of bugs in it, you know? I think you move faster when you're doing a backflip midair. Maybe that's just like me. It feels like you can do a backflip and it'll go a little bit faster. Karma Lizard evolves into Strawberry Lizard. That's what I wanted to do. Wait for garbage waste to be awful again. And Mirror's Vulture this time. Instead of drop wig. So why is there an orange lizard in garbage waste? Like, really? And set the wings, they're just everywhere. There was a drop wig here last time, right? Maybe that's just the drop wig that I saw earlier. No, this is them. And there's a centipede over there too, because of course. But avoid the leeches better this time. Thank you for the pearl. It'd really like if garbage worms could take pearls from you, wouldn't it? Oh, I was really close to grabbing that unlock. Hey, let's go across the ceiling this time to avoid all the creatures. Centipede on the ceiling. Ooh, I'd like to grab that. Alright, the goofy music is back. That was loud. That was probably the splash of the caramel lizard falling into the water. Except it also played in this room for some reason. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It always happens in Spearmaster runs and Looks to the Moon. Really? It was already snowing really hard and I haven't even made it to Sonic Construct yet. I might have to take a shelter, but I don't know if I can get any food. I think I might have just gotten unlucky with the length of the shelter, or the cycle. Yeah, the length of the shelter. There should be food here, right? Stop moving around, man. There might not be any. What? Oh, you're a Rainroad fan? Name every bug. That's what you are right now. Want to do that? Oh, this guy's nice. Okay, that was actually close. Is he chasing after me? Now, it's not going to be nice out here. Not at all. There'd be so many spiders out here. That they would want to avoid the cold. This time they aren't mad at me. That creature would be mad at me. Would they? I don't think they're really mad at me. They're just hungry. Be careful, guys. I know that there's a point where if you spend too much time and on one cycle, you eventually just pass out, even if you're like warm enough. Why? So I might just like pass out. I don't know how long that is. I feel like it might just be a really long time. I'm like nowhere close to that. Or maybe I am really close because it has been snowing for a while. Actually, this water is not helping. That guy might actually be in a better spot this time. I take a lot risk. What is that? Is that another BLL? Oh, what was that? It'd be nice if it was a lantern mouse. That's a not good thing. It's a very small one. Okay, this might actually not be possible to get past. It's like just keeps moving in that direction at the same speed. Not a lantern mouse, definitely not. Maybe there is a lantern mouse in there somewhere. Okay. Actually, hold up. Let me check the map. Make sure I'm going in the right direction. Okay. This is actually very close to the end. I just need to go to the right. So if the BLL goes up, that's very good news for me. I'm so sorry, scavenger. Like how they just collapse after they eat something. Wait, is this the right way? Yes. This room goes up. Now, I don't even know if the blue lizard is still alive. That's a bit of a concern. Wait, do I go down here? Sorry for checking the map a lot. Actually, I do go that way. Just in case, I'll bring this food. But if the blue lizard is here... Alright, there we go. Imagine this is the wrong lizard. I mean, maybe I shouldn't care about that too much. Like any of the blues in this area should be considered troll lizards. Oh, you see, it keeps going. I'm still counting it though. When you're in that room and you see a blue lizard, oh, that's unfortunate. You shouldn't have to slow down just because you need to make sure it's the right lizard. I don't really care. And plus, like, that late into the cycle, like, hoping that that specific lizard is still alive. I'm still counting it. And that's actually a pretty good run, because in the practice runs with no creatures, it was about 18 minutes. For, like, that was only, like, 1 second slower than a practice run with no creatures, although that was the new route going through garbage wastes. I think that actually went pretty well. It could be faster, of course. Some mistakes in Sky Islands getting food. The BLL, of course, in Silent Construct, that was quite annoying. Have a train role play through pausing map to see the maps every 2 seconds. Yes. I would also be faster if I knew where I was going the whole time. I just never considered going through garbage wastes, but I guess, yeah, it ended up being good. So that's going to be end of the stream. If you want to see this become a real category, then you should do the run too. Die to this blue lizard. And if there are 3 runs of this category, it'll be an official category. Die to that blue lizard. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.